which is, I think, what I want to get here more broadly. So I want to talk about two things. First, how Trump could win the election. And second, how Kamala Harris could win the election. So first, I'm going to give you how I think Mr. Trump can win this upcoming election. So he needs to try to recreate all of the things that worked well for him during the 2016 election. So one of the things he did a really good job on hitting Hillary Clinton on was foreign wars. So he would say, oh, I was against the war in Iraq. She supported the war in Iraq. Super based. In the debate, she said, let's go into Syria to fight ISIS. And he said, no, Russia's already fighting ISIS. Let's leave ISIS to let Russia fight ISIS. And let's leave Afghanistan and leave all the Middle Eastern countries. We're going to pull out of Afghanistan. Super, super based. Mega based. He said, so in that same debate, she said, I'm going to do a no-fly zone over Syria. He said, if you do a no-fly zone over Syria, then that will create a world-ending, apocalyptic, nuclear World War III with Russia, which is true, it would. Super based. Great rhetoric. Did he let us down on a lot of those issues? Yes, he did. But did he say the based things to get people to vote for him? Yes. So now he's doing the opposite. He's saying Kamala Harris is pro-Hamas, and Israel will be dead in 2 years if we elect Kamala Harris. No. So do you know what should be a death blow to Kamala Harris? Do you know what should kill Kamala Harris if Trump was campaigning correctly? Kamala Harris got endorsed by Dick Cheney. That should be an automatic execution. If I was running for president and I got endorsed by Dick Cheney, well, I mean, I guess it would depend on what he was endorsing me for, but that's a sign of extreme corruption and extreme pro-establishment. So Hillary Clinton, she got endorsed by a lot of these neocon monsters, and George Bush Sr. voted for her. So really, I would hit her really hard if I was Donald Trump on that issue. So just say, like, run ads saying, if you vote for Kamala Harris, you're voting for the same candidate Dick Cheney is voting for. That will kill any left-wing support of Kamala Harris, because leftists would rather die than be on the same side as Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney is leftists' worst enemy for valid reasons, because he is awful. So hit her really hard on that. And talk about the foreign wars, saying Kamala Harris is a pro-war candidate that wants to fund forever wars between Ukraine and Russia, Palestine and the Jews, China and Taiwan. I want to create peace. I'm going to create world peace. I'm going to cut foreign aid to Ukraine and Taiwan. If it was me, I would also cut foreign aid to Israel, but Donald Trump's obviously not going to do that. So instead say, I'm going to cut foreign aid to Ukraine and Taiwan to end any wars over there. And then I'm going to create a peace agreement between Israel and Palestine. So I'm the pro-peace candidate, and Kamala Harris is the pro-war candidate. Vote for me, I'm the peace candidate. He did that with Hillary Clinton, and that was so based. It got him so much support. He got like 20% of the Bernie Sanders people to vote for him. So he should be doing that, but he's not. I really, really hit her hard on, you're the Dick Cheney candidate. I'm the anti-Dick Cheney candidate. Run ads on that. Um, so then and Kamala Harris gave him a great opportunity to do that. So in the debate, when they asked her about the Palestinian genocide, she totally played both sides. She said, "Well, I want the Palestinian people to have UN recollection, but Israel has the right to defend itself." What is that code for? That's code for Israel has the right to commit genocide. Israel doesn't defend itself. It ethnically cleanses innocent civilians to expand and empower its evil ethno-state and its evil baby fellatio theocracy. So, and its evil Talmud theocracy. So she just lied there, but Trump could have so easily said, what she meant was she's going to fund Israel no matter what it does. I'm not going to use our taxpayer money to pay for forever wars. I'm going to establish peace between Israel and Palestine, so we can end this war and stop wasting money on these crazy wars. It would have been so easy for him to say that, but he had to take the more warmonger, the more hawkish position on an issue that we shouldn't even be involved in. I know maybe I'm sounding a little bit crazy, but the white races are so cucked to Israel, I can't help but get angry on this stuff. And then corruption. So he hit Hillary Clinton really hard on corruption. Corrupt. Did he say Hillary Clinton is a communist? No, because that would have been ridiculous. That's just as ridiculous as saying that Obama is a communist. Obama and Hillary Clinton aren't communist Marxists. They're right-wing capitalist neoliberals that will sell the American people to a dime to big, giant, evil companies, to big international multi-billion-dollar companies. And he did a really good job of playing himself as the everyman and the outsider to the corrupt establishment. Do that now. Just run ads saying, and this is true. Kamala Harris is the candidate that Dick Cheney, all of the multi-billion-dollar international companies, almost all of the rich celebrities, and almost all of the billionaires want to win. I'm the candidate that Dick Cheney doesn't want to win. The multi-billion-dollar international companies don't want to win. The Hollywood elites don't want to win. Run an ad saying that. It's true and it's based, and it will do you well. Also, so Joe Biden went totally soft regarding trade with China. Now, so when I say going soft on China, am I saying that in the same way the neocons say that when they want to put nukes all around China because they want to go to war with China? No, obviously not. But what I'm saying is we don't want to rely on Chinese goods for our economy. We want to have a centralized nationalist economy. So I don't want to raise tensions with China. I don't want China to be our enemy. I would like America to be allies with China, but we have to produce our own goods. So we have to say, well, you can be our friend, but instead of trading with you, we're going to just produce all our stuff for ourselves and with other countries because we can't rely on you. Sorry. That's what we need to do. And Biden failed on this. Um, Not only did he threaten to go to war with China over dumb little Taiwan, but he ended the Trump tariffs on China. So now we have everything in America is made in China. And we don't have control over our economy. I want to live in a world where if China shut down, America would still be a thriving world superpower. But right now, if China shut down, I think America would shut down too because we're so reliant. Uh, America is behaving like a Chinese parasite. Um, so say, look, um, here's another idea for an ad. Run an ad saying Kamala Harris is going to give your jobs to the Chinese in China. I'm going to keep your jobs here and keep all the jobs here. So both you can keep your job and we aren't reliant on an evil communist regime. There, super based and true and great idea. It will be very popular and it will go very well with the working class American people. But instead, he's saying Kamala Harris is a Marxist communist. No, she's not. He just keeps making. He just keeps using such dumb arguments, and I feel like this is driving me crazy because if okay, this is going to make me sound like a jerk, but I'm going to say it anyways. If you switched me out for Donald Trump, I could destroy Kamala Harris. I could beat Kamala Harris in a landslide because Kamala Harris is not a good candidate. She's an awful politician. So beating her should be as easy as pie, but Donald Trump kept making incompetent decisions.